Hello everybody, how are we? How's the lighting? Yeah, I'll get a few people to pop on. I have a hairnet on today, but it'll make sense as to why in a bit. I'm just gonna see with that lighting. That one, I think. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to do some Halloween makeup. Okay, so I'm going to start off putting on my primer. Looking forward to this one. Plenty of primer. So I'm putting on plenty of primer because I will be wearing a lot of makeup. Now, okay. So hello everybody. Okay, if you are watching me, there's a red like button in the corner. Say hello, give me love hearts. I'm Anne-Marie Deans and I'm a yellow status presenter with Unique. If you are watching me on replay, pop in #replay, and if you're new watching me, say hello and say that you're new. Okay, so Halloween makeup today. That's what we're doing today. Okay, so we're going to start off. I have my primer on and now I'm going to do my base. This is our concealer. This is our new concealer. It is lovely. It comes with its own applicator and it is fab, okay? Now, what I'm going to do today is, because I am doing Mortica Addams, I am basically using this like a foundation because of my complexion. Because basically Mortica Addams has no redness and no freckles. So for me to get the same effect, I'm going to have to use a ton of makeup. So I am using concealer like a foundation basically. Now I'm going to blend all that in with a blendy brush. So as much as possible, I'm going to make me look pale and freckleless. Is that a word? Is freckleless a word? I don't know if that's a word. I've just made it up. Now, I could have gone all out and bought really light foundation to do this, but I think if I just have a very pale, very heavy foundation with my normal colours, I'll still get the same effect. I just didn't want to be buying light foundation I wouldn't use again. So I'm going with my colours, but a lot of it, if that makes sense, to get rid of the freckles. Okay, now I'm going to contour the lines. I love this new contour the lines. I mean conceal the lines. I love this new concealer. Love it. I'm going to rid of that blemish there. Yeah. And blendy again. Blendy, blendy. Okay. I had a new brush and I didn't take it out, so excuse me a minute. It's in this box. I have a brand new kabuki brush. My other one literally fell apart. Okay, so I'm using spray foundation in velour. Like I said, if you wanted to go pale, you could go paler. But this is in velour. And I will probably maybe do a few sprays of this. We'll see how we go. I'm trying to keep my own hair out of the way. So what we're trying to do today is the opposite to what we normally try and do. So basically I am trying to take all the colour out of my face today, as opposed to add colour in. We're getting that. And the dark colours I'm going to use will highlight that as well. I think a little bit more on this side and then we're done. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's our base more or less done. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the translucent powder. I normally use a puffier brush than this, but I don't have one. I must get one. Yeah. And I'm going to use a little bit of setting spray. Yeah. Okay, so that's our base done. Now, so next I'm going to do our brows, okay, and she has dark brows. So I'm not using my brow palette, I'm actually going to use eyeshadow. So I'm going to use our black eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the artist brush, the very thin one, okay? And I'm going to use the Perplexed, which is kind of the silver black, to do the first line. And This is just getting me the bottom line. And kind of going more arched than my brow. And I will fill in a minute. And hers aren't that thick, so I might try and go thinner than mine. And I will tidy up with concealer then. And so I'm happy with the shape. Now I'm going to go in with the very black now. Okay. And do the other eye. And fill in with the black eyeshadow. So this is all eyeshadow I'm using. I'll show you the palette I'm using now in a minute. I'll tidy that up in a minute, that I went down too far. So I'll use concealer to tidy all that up in a minute. But you get the idea. Okay, so there are your brows. Now I'm going to go back with our concealer. This is where I love this applicator. It makes this so much easier. So basically, you tidy up. Where you don't want the colour. Like that. And I will blend all that in a minute. But this, I love this new concealer. I just love this application. It makes this process so much easier. Sorry, now I'm hiding what I'm doing. There we go. And for this look, you definitely want the sharp line. And you can get your blendy bud and then just blend the edges of that. Don't go too near the brow because you don't want any of the colour smudging, but just blend that concealer a little bit. Okay, I smudged a little bit there now, so I'm just going to get my brush again and fix that line there. There we go. Okay. And then if you want, you can just blendy everything again. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next then is I'm going to do the eyes. Now, I'm going to pop concealer on my eyes because I want a very even tone. Again, that's why I love this applicator business. Look, it makes all this business so much easier. And fiddly-faddling with brushes and tubes and stuff. It's all in the one tube and you just go, blah, and it's done. Like so. I'm just going to get a little brush. Give that a little sweep. So I want it nice and even. Okay? Now, that just evens the tone. I'm using that like eye primer. I just prefer the feel of concealer. But I'm using it like an eye primer. Basically. Okay? Still not happy with that cheek. I still feel I have too much colour in that cheek, so I'm going to pop another bit of foundation on there. That's a bit better, I think. Yeah. Now, so that's that. So we're going to put the eye colour on now. Okay, so I said to you I'd show you what palette I was using. I'm using the Addiction palette 2, which is the Smoky Eye Greys and Blacks. Okay, and I use the black in that. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the number 5. And that's the grey. Actually, I'm not going to use number 5. I'm going to use number 6 because there's a white in number 6. Sorry, no, bear with me. No. Oh, it's 7. It's actually the white I want, not the silver. Okay. So clean, all clean brushes today, because we're using such a light colour. Which one? I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so we're basically going to put the white all over our eye. So I'm using Electrified, and it's in palette number 7. But any white shadow you have, and it's going all over your eye. Okay, and do the other eye. And you can keep building, and the paler and the whiter this looks, the better. Yeah. And then I'm going to get my smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pack on that white on the bottom lid, like so. Don't worry about any fallout, because we will be tidying all that up later. So basically, I want the white to pop out. Okay. So we want everything to look exaggerated, basically. Now, the next colour I'm going to use is the light grey. Yes, so I'm going to use the Hopeless. Okay, and just want a pencil. So basically I'm going to make like a cat eye, or attempt to. So I'm going to get some of the Hopeless on my brush, and basically I'm going to use this as the line from my brow, from my eye to my brow, and I'm going to pop this in the corner. And I'm going to try and do it without looking down too much, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll get my own fingers out of the way, and I'm popping this into the corner and then very slightly into my crease, but going up my eye and into my crease. So do you see that? You get the line. Okay, and go back with that again. Okay. Now I'm going to get my brush and tidy that up so that line becomes very sharp. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get my white again. And brighten where it's smudged. Okay. Now, so I'm going to do my liner next. Now, I'm going to do under my eye with the Perplexed, just there in the corner. Because I don't put liquid liner under my eye, so I'm going to use the shadow instead. I keep poking it in my eye for some reason today. Yeah. Just use my blending brush to correct any fallout, like so. Okay, so I've just put a darker shadow under my eye. Now I'm going to do my wing liner, and I'm using my felt tip liner. Okay, so stretch the eye, and I'm just going to go a little bit under and up, and then we're going to come and meet that wing. Okay, so you're basically following the cat eye look. Like that. Liner makes all the difference. It really does. Okay, now if you feel that's too thick or you need to correct it, you can again use your concealer. Okay, now that one actually isn't too bad, but I'm just going to show you how to use the concealer. So you take your applicator, take a brush, and you just basically sharpen that line. Now I've line all over my hand, so make that line very sharp. Okay? Now I'm happy with that, so we'll try and do the other one. To match. Now I have liner all over my hands now, so sorry, I have no vibes. Anyway, hopefully I don't smudge my face with it. Okay, so basically we're going to go, we pull the eye again, and we'll do the bottom and up, and you're basically over exaggerating where you want it. And then we'll do the top to come out and meet it. I think I'm nearly there. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone now, because sometimes if you go at it too much, you end up making it look wrong, if you know what I mean. And then again with concealer you can just tidy up anywhere where you have fallout or you feel the line isn't sharp enough. Yeah, I'm happy enough with them. Okay. And then what you can do is with your black, but not too much black, you can just a smidge of black to give that a bit of shadow, like that, okay? Just a smidge, but you don't want too much black because you're trying to emphasize the white. I'm just going to soften this one a little bit. Okay. Okay. So that's the eyes. Now, the next thing we're going to do then is our mascaras. Okay, so our mascaras, I'm using the primer, I'm using the Twisted, and I'm using the 4D because I want massive lashes. So I'm putting on my primer first. So the primer is white and it helps to condition your lashes, it separates your lashes, it helps to add volume, and it will basically just make your mascara work better. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Twisted and I'm using the small brush, the top brush, okay? This is our new Twisted mascara. It has the two brushes. This gets into all the small lashes. So this doesn't add any length. There's no fibres in this, but it just precisely coats every lash. And with this little brush, I actually can do my bottom lashes, which I never could do before because I always smudged it. Yeah, so I'll do the same on this side. And again, you can get into all your lashes, even the teeny tiny corner ones, which makes you look like you have more lashes. And then we'll do the bottom ones. Okay, so that's the Twisted mascara, but I'm only using the top brush. And then I'm going to use the big brush of the 4D, which will add the fibres and will give me big long lashes. So that's just one coat. Okay, so we're going to go for a second coat. So basically this look is all about the white and the dark together because it's Morticia. So you wiggle and roll. I'm going to go for a second coat there now. Okay, so that's our eyes done. Now I'm going to do the lips. So I'm using red lips today. So I'm using my lip pencil Popular. So that's my lips lined. And then my lip colour is Sizzling. I'm using the Splash Sizzling. And plenty of it. The redder it looks, the better for this look. And again, if you came out or blade just with your concealer, you can give it a tidy up. There we go. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on, this is our pressed powder. It's in velour again, but I'm just going to pop this on our, just got a load of it under my nail, didn't mean to do that, on my cheeks and under my eye, just to take any shine I have on my face away. And to get really, really pale, non-freckly skin. I'm just trying to take, going to basically take any shine I have at all away. Okay? Now the next bit I'm going to do, I'm going to contour. But I'm not going to contour with contour, I'm going to contour with eyeshadow. And I have a contouring brush. Okay, so I'm going to use my contouring brush. And I'm going to start with Hopeless, and then we might go darker, we'll see. Okay, so basically, I'm going to contour because, with the grey, because I'm trying to emphasize, a bit of lipstick there in my face. I'm trying to emphasize the deadness. And I want to emphasize the skinny face Morticia has, and I don't have a skinny face. I have a round face, so I'm trying to make my face look skinny by contouring. So basically I'm going to suck in my cheekbones and contour where the hole is, basically. So, and that's what I'm going to contour with the grey. I think that grey is enough. I don't want it to be too dark. And I will blend that now in a minute. Okay, so you get the idea. So kind of blending under your cheekbone and into your hollow. And then you can bring it up a little bit as well. And it's basically making your face look skinny. Now I'm going to blendy that in a minute. Add a bit more depth to this side. Okay. And I'm going to go under my jawline as well. So I'm making it look like I have a very sharp jawline and a skinny face. Okay, now I'm going to blend that now. So it's not quite a sharp line, but you're still not getting rid of it. Now I'm going to go back with my kabuki brush and just blend over it slightly. So it's there, but basically you don't want it to look like a line, but you want it to look like a shadow. I think that's okay. So you get the idea. So you're making depth in your face, but you don't want a big line. So I definitely think that grey is enough. Okay. Now the other thing then we're going to do is the highlighter. That's the very last thing we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to get some highlighter and you highlight in your normal places. And again, I'm using a very pale colour because we're not using colour today. Because we're mortica. And again, that will add depth to your face. And I think we're done. We're done with the makeup. Okay. Now, so to transform into mortica, I have to have black hair. So I'm going to attempt to put my wig on without making too much of a mess. Hence why I had the my hair in a hairnet. So I'm going to tuck all my hair in as much as I can. Okay. Now get the wig on properly. Straighten it all out. Pull. Yeah, where's my line? Get my line centre. I can feel bits on my hair, on my face, I mean, now. Now, so mortica. Addams. Addams family, Morticia Addams. There we go. Okay, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope this was useful, and I hope you like the look. There we go. Thank you very much, and we'll chat again. And if there's any other look you want me to do before Halloween, just pop it into the comments and I will have a go. Okay, thank you for watching me. Bye bye.